All right, we got Lily out at the park. We've got some other dogs and all kinds of stuff we're working on. So she's been understanding the commands pretty well. She's been picking up on the e-collar. She's a smart girl, which is kind of why she's been getting into trouble. Is she's very intelligent, and so we've got to be good dog over there barking for his ball. So we've just got to be on top of her behavior. So there's some things that like I will correct. So if we were kind of working this, Dana and I, like she would sometimes, nope, gets fixated, no, leave it, on our toes if they go too fast past her, which has been problematic in the past. And so we just are really firm, like, nope, you can't be fixated on our toes, sorry. It's almost like a herding behavior. Oh, there's all kinds of stuff going on. She's doing really good, and we've got some other dogs here working through different things. And so little Louie over there doing a back tie, so he's doing good. But yeah, so we just want to start holding her accountable now that she's understanding what she's supposed to be doing. So I'm going to have her heel. Oh, Lily, heel past some of these dogs here. Zoom out my camera a little bit. Got Louie holding a back tie, down, stay over here. These dogs we've got one dog here that's here for some reactivity and just some general anxiety and fear, and a little prey-driven Dutch Shepherd and a Weimaraner, all these different dog breeds. But it's important that when we ask her to heel, heel, it doesn't matter what's going on around us. She needs to follow through on what we've asked of her. So I'm going to use e-collar as needed. It doesn't matter if dogs are playing ball. When I say heel, that means you have to heel. So that's going to help a ton just in general day-to-day life. Is sometimes when dogs are having issues at home, my number one question is, how's the walk going? Because if the walk is a little crazy, everything else is probably going to be just as crazy. And so yeah, we just want to make sure we're holding her accountable for this kind of stuff. So I'm going to practice a little down over here by Summit. Lily, down. I'm losing my voice. I'm recovering from a cold, which is more just annoying. I'm not sick. I'm just losing my voice now. So with Lily, sometimes she can get really stimulated by dogs. Sometimes she can bark at dogs. Sometimes she can, just act a little squirrely. And so I'm going to come in with a purpose. So when there's dogs around, I'm going to say, we're going to heel, we're going to sit, we're going to down, and we're going to make the obedience more important than the other dog. So it doesn't matter what Summit's doing. Doesn't matter what Nick's over here is doing. So she's got to be held accountable for that. And I'm just using e-collar with it. So now sometimes she can work higher. I know in our first lesson, she was pretty low. It depends on what's going on in her environment. If she's getting really stimulated and adrenalized, I have seen her bump up quite a bit. It's not hurting her. It's just matching the level relative to the state of mind that she's in. And so I'll give her lots of chances on a lower level. But if I'm like using it on a low level and it's not working, I'm not going to keep doing it. I'm going to bump it up, because otherwise we're just kind of entering into the definition of insanity. I'm doing the same thing over and over again and it's not working. And with her, I'm going to bump her up by, 5 or 10 notches, just depending on what is the context and what's going on. So context matters for her. So I'm going to say, Lily, heel. Lily, heel. So that was a bump there. Now, she might need a little bit of help with the leash with some of this distraction. So I'm going to use e-collar, leash, but I'm actually going to roll her up just a little bit. Good. Now, I don't let her sniff a ton, which she wants to do sometimes. Sorry, ma'am. Here, let me fix my leash. Heel. But sniffing it's like displacement behavior. So she's like basically not engaged with me at all. So she's walking with me just enough to appease, but not enough to actually commit to the heel position. So, nope, heel. She gets silly. We're just holding her accountable. Sometimes she wants to roll in the grass. And there's a time and a place for that, but not when we're working. No, you're good. This is good distractions. Heel. It's perfect. She needs it. Good job. Good. Heel. Good girl. Heel. Good. Good. Good girl. So we're getting there with Miss Lily.